Okay, hey everyone, Jakob here. Um, going to go ahead and do a tribes draft with you, and gonna be really hard to pass up that Firestorm Shaman. Of course, I'm not going to pass it up, so we'll snag that right off the bat, and we'll be looking to add some elemental support for that, which should be easy. There's plenty of good elemental cards. We just saw some of them. Invoked Elf is great. Dying Flame is great. Since I know I'm going to be doing elemental, and I already have an element card, we'll go with the Dying Flame. Very powerful, 3/3 for 3, assuming you have the element, another element creature out there. Too bad to pass to the Invoked Elves. The Invoked Elves are wonderful. So things I like here, Smite the Cowardly can be okay. Learning Construct can be okay. Soldier's Kit is phenomenal with a Holy deck. I am going to be banking on some elves, so that's kind of the direction I'm heading here. One pitfall with drafting is you want to make sure that you don't make dumb decisions based on earlier picks. So in that case, if there were a better card than the Elvish Armaments, I would have picked it. Here, same principle. Fury Igniter is a great card. It supports stuff I've already got, like the Dying Flame and the Firestorm Shaman. Well, in fact, it supports all three cards. Man, element cards are just coming my way right and left here. So that's a pretty nice 5 picks in a row. Alright, so here there's nothing that I really want. There are some things that, given certain decks, I might use. In fact, there's two things, Dwarven Brigade and Clear Thought. I prefer the Brigade, so we'll take that. Mass Curse is sometimes good. Keg of Ale is, well, Mass Curse is not often good. I like the Ice Ring, though. I've had the Ice Ring used against me to great effect, and a few times I've managed to use it well. It can be a lifesaver. Smite the Cowardly is a great sideboard card, particularly if someone happens to pull Kyandra. And here it doesn't really matter what we pick. Those are both trash. As is the Puzzle Mage. Alright, let's see what we get. Dryad of the Watches can be okay. But the clear winner here is the Frightwing Drake. Runner-up is Blood Seal, then probably Dryad of the Watch. But Frightwing Drake is just a phenomenal card. Dragons are very powerful in tribes drafts. Pick them when you can, except for maybe the Ancient Dragon. That one's not always so great. Alright, we got a couple decent things here. Militia Training is actually an outstanding card, but of course you want to make sure you pick it with the right deck. Biomancer can be okay. Wandering Giant I would recommend against, unless you're hard-pressed for creatures. Whispering Geist, a lot of people like it pretty well. Most notably, I would say Doc Bojangles likes the 2/2 for 3 flying, but I'm going to pick the Fury Igniter. Alright, so a couple things here that could be good. I'm going to pass on the Biblioclasm. The Brash Conscript is nice. We've also got the Bar Fight here. Bar Fight can be very powerful. I've already got one dwarf creature. That gives me kind of another kind of trick I can play. Should I be up against a deck that I'm outmatched in, or should I get more dwarves? Here, I think the pick is a Dragon Worshipper. It's a 2/3 for 2 if you can get another dragon creature out, of which I already have one, the Drake. Billowing Smoke is another element subtype elemental card, and as such fits well in the deck. I've got the Bar Fight, so we'll take another Dwarven Brigade. I may not play the Bar Fight and the Dwarven Brigades. I would want a little bit more support in order to do that. Tranquility Rod I'm not a huge fan of. Well, really neither of these I'm a huge fan of. I'm going to go for the Keg of Ale. I guess we'll go Elven Ring, although I almost certainly won't play it. And we'll take our third Dwarven Brigade. Okay. Oh, Pub Crawler. Pub Crawler is just a fantastic beast of a card. Certainly a better pick than the Bolt Blaze, even though I like the Bolt Blaze. Better pick than the Elvish Battler. So even though I have strong elemental cards, basically I've already got strong elemental. And Pub Crawler is just not something you want to pass up. That Squad Commander is nice too, but in this case the cards did not, the holy cards did not fall my way. And here, I think I like Blood Seal. Burning Desire is, an interesting card too. Blood Seal, though, I mean, it's 2 damage for one mana directly against the other hero. It's a great card. Inefficient Contraption, I'm a big fan of. Crush the Meek, not so much. Blood Seal, I'm a fan of, but I think Inefficient Contraption is my pick here. Yeah. I really was debating between that and Blood Seal. I don't like the Undead Knight. Warrior Remnants is fantastic. Bolt Blaze is also fantastic. I've got a lot of Elemental already, but hard to pick Bolt Blaze over Warrior Remnants. So I'm going to take the Warrior Remnants. Elf Creature. I guess I've got a couple. No, just the Invoked Elf. Not worth playing. Atonement can be okay, although I don't really see myself running it. I don't see myself running any of these, so I'm going to deny one of my opponents a card that could be hurtful to me, Soldier's Kit. Here I'm going to take the Elvish Armaments. Probably won't play 2, but nothing I wanted to deny anybody, and that's the best pick for me. Burning Desire is the pick here. Might even play it. And we'll take our second Ice Ring. May or may not run the Ice Rings. Don't care about anything here, that's trash, and so is that. Alright, so Pride, I'm not really interested. Well, am I interested in Pride? No, not when I've got a Pub Crawler on the board, so we're going to take the Pub Crawler. So at this point, I would say it's highly likely that I will play the Bar Fight. Oh, and Wiki's passing a grown whelp, and he passed it to me. Thank you so much. I'll take it. We won't tell him. We'll let him be surprised. So now now I've got 2 dragon creatures. Weak-kneed Goliath is the pick here. Not sure if I'll end up playing it or not, but it's a pretty decent card. It takes some kind of, I don't know if clever play is the right word, but you don't want to play it at the wrong time. So I guess just be strategic about when you play it. Ooh, lots of nice stuff here. But the nicest thing is the Dying Flame. Seems like there's been a lot of elemental stuff that's being passed around. I'm guessing, at least hoping, that means nobody else is really taking it. And yeah, we're seeing Dying Flames all over the place. I think I like the Dying Flame over the Warrior Remnants, although I suppose they're roughly equal. The Dying Flame is just, there's more synergy in my deck, so I'll take that. And the Pride came back to me, since I have pretty uniform subtypes in my deck. I'm going to just have a couple different subtypes. That probably makes sense. And everyone's passing their Dying Flames. What is that, 4 now? That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nothing here that I care about. Really doesn't matter. And fetch, that can be good. although I feel like I'm terrible at playing it. We got the Ranger of the Ridge there. Exchange. I'm a big fan of Exchange, actually. I also like the dragon statue here, but I like Exchange better. And so that's what we'll take. Anybody that's seen any of my videos, you know I'm a big fan of Exchange, especially with playing so many elemental cards. You know, somebody could play Disable on me. So here's the choice between the Flamespire Dagger or the Bolt Blaze. The Dagger makes a lot of sense for me. However, I favor creatures over the gear, to be honest. And I'm going to favor the Bolt Blaze here. So we've got another Exchange or another Blood Seal. And I don't have any poison. I'm still going to go Exchange. I feel like there's too much you can do with it to pass it up. Crush the Meek, by the way, is just awful. Don't take it. It doesn't work in this format. It seems like a card that's good, but the reality is it sucks. I'm going to take the Tipsy Instigator here. It'll support my dwarves. I'd rather play a Tipsy Instigator with the 2 pub crawlers and just leave the Dwarven Brigades out altogether. I think 3 dwarf cards is enough to run my bar fight to good effect. Nothing here that I'm going to play. And Corrupted Spire is probably the only thing I wouldn't want somebody to get. Maybe Denouement is also something I might not want someone to have. But, you know, that's just really, it doesn't really matter much. This doesn't matter. We'll take the Wild Spark. We'll take the Corrupted Spire. Okay, that was the draft. Feeling pretty good about it. Let's throw in all of our cards that we know we like. Billowing Smoke, that might not make the cut, but we'll put it in for now. Ranger of the Ridge might not make the cut. Weak-kneed Goliath might not make the cut. I'll skip Fetch for the moment. Throw in the Bar Fight. Keep Smite the Cowardly on deck for the moment. Maybe be nice to play those. Maybe nice to play those. Maybe nice to play that. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here. So these guys are dwarfs. That's their subtype. And that's a Titan. Dragon. Construct. Dwarf. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the Billowing Smoke. And I don't know that I really need the Elvish Armaments. Let's see, I gotta get rid of 4 cards. So I pretty much want to keep all of the creatures. Except maybe Ranger of the Ridge. And we're gonna get rid of you. I'm not certain about the weak-kneed Goliath. I don't see myself using these ice rings this time, so I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to hang on to Pride. I'm going to hang on to the Elvish Armaments. I think weak-kneed Goliath is actually the thing that I don't want here. Alright, I think this is my deck. I like this pretty well. The thing I'm missing is great removal, but you know, I've got a little bit of haste, which can function as removal. I've got the Grown Whelp, which functions as removal. I've got the Firestorm Shaman, which could function as removal. I've also got Exchange, So I don't have direct removal, but I have some kind of interesting options. So anyway, we'll see how this goes. I feel pretty good about this deck. So that is the draft and the deck building. You can see who I'm up against: Kiaro, Ludacrisps, Wiki, aka K Unicorn, and Powisaw. And I guess I'll have to wait and see whether or not Wiki's deck makes the grade, so to speak. All right, thanks for watching this video.